Yes, we back. It is I, the kid. Uh. We're gonna get right to it. Make sure you drop a comment when you come in. Hit the like button. We can get right to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Shout out to the 49ers, man. Richard Sherman, when he was on the Seahawks, I didn't like him, but now we got him. I think if he's injury-free and healthy, that's a good look. Shout out to Oscar, he's first in the building. We just gonna talk about it, people. Watch out for my Niners. Jimmy G, doing his thing. What up? Luis, what up? Eagles Army, 402, South Side, Omaha, Gang, notification gang. Finally, the stream wasn't popping up. YouTube, get it right, Eagle Army, we be waiting. We at the door waiting. Trying to get into these streams. Get it right, man. What's up, Ego? Laguna Beach, California. See, y'all already know. Let's get right to it. So by the time everyone else shows up, we got through the roll call. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? San Diego, Laguna Beach, 402, Omaha, Portland, in the house. Yeah. 713 H-Town, 718 Brooklyn, Texas. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? LBC, Houston, 5th Ward, J Prince shit. Lemoore, 559, UK. Suleiman just said Canelo is clean and the computer wall was way too low to be some type of consumption from Houston, Texas. Shout out to Houston. Daytona Beach, 270 in the building. Kentucky, 916. Seattle, Brockton, Mass. Jose Martinez from NC. Michigan, yeah. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? That's it? That's roll call? Okay. Florida, Chicago. What about your boy from Toronto, Canada? What boy? Are you from Toronto? Bismarck, North Dakota. B More. H-Town, LA, Moreno Valley. Let's get it, people. Shout out to Toronto. Damn, that Linares looking fire though. Ego, who you got? I got Lomachenko. Lomachenko has more momentum. He's mentally strong from what we've seen. Because even in the Orlando Salido, he lost that fight. But Salido had, came in fighting rough and tumble and weight issue. But he almost stopped Salido in the 12th round. And that was his second pro fight. So, and look at what he's done since he's bounced back. So I think it's a good fight. But I would favor Lomachenko. I think he's fresher. We've seen, like, the one that really sticks out is, like, DeMarco. For Linares, we've seen him kind of fold under pressure in situations like that. Yo, I got to give my voice a rest, so we got to jump to it. These long-ass vampire streams and shit is taking a toll on my voice. My shit is fucked up. So this is not going to be super long. I just wanted to holler at y'all, get some things out there, talk about some, but my voice is through right now. Shout out to Bradford, England. Yeah, I'm not sleeping on Linares, but I favor Lomachenko. Where did you guys hear that Triple G has an injured knee? Where? I didn't hear that. Ego, sore throat. Well, I don't see, the thing with me is, shout out to you for checking. But I'm not sick. I don't feel bad. I feel good. You know what I mean? My energy level and stuff. I know it feels like I went to a concert and my voice is like hoarse from yelling at a concert or a football game or something. Because I'm doing all these impersonations, and you guys have to understand, talking for 2-3 hours straight on a live stream, and I've been banging out a lot of live streams, you know what I mean, People's Champ style. That's what's wrong with my voice. It's not that I'm sick, it's just my voice is like strained to the max. Ego, stay working, keep coming with that flame. Yoga flame, man, you know how we do it. So we're gonna try to make less excuses and breeze through this. Like I said, a lot going on. Abel Sanchez, trainer of Gennady Golovkin, he says on Sky Sports, I just did a video about it, check that out if you want just full details. This is the live stream version. But Abel Sanchez says Canelo needs to be investigated for sure. I do live streams too, Ego. It's hard, bro. Hell yeah. Time consuming, and you get caught up and you're like, damn, I've been on for 2-3 hours. But I be busting people in the hot seat and doing voice impersonations and shit. So my voice is just toast right now. Abel Sanchez, Golovkin's trainer, says Canelo needs to be investigated and they need to reach a conclusion. He doesn't feel it should be swept under the rug or just dismissed. Oh, it's a big fight, and not do no investigation. They need to try to see what happened there. Abel Sanchez also told Sky Sports that Canelo, there needs to be an end result. He needs to be cleared some kind of way, or he should be suspended and fined. But this is just a side note. I know Abel is saying that, and what he's saying I agree with, but you know damn well he don't want the fight. If Canelo gets suspended and fined, that's fucking up your money too. So it's an unfortunate situation on like morality and ethics, but you know you don't want the fight to get canceled, because then your fighter don't have a fight, a big money fight. So it's just a fucked up situation altogether, people. Yo, like I said, my voice is like toast. We gotta, if I'm gonna struggle through this, y'all gotta help me out and get them likes up. Smash the like button. I agree with Abel in the sense of like, this is the thing with the whole letting certain people pass, or letting A-side fighters or big fights let it slide and all that, is you open those floodgates, other people are gonna be wondering like, hey, why I get suspended, why I get banned, why I get fined. Canelo, he has something in this, and he blamed his diet, he blamed nutrition, he blamed contaminated meat. So at the end of the day, man, it's just that type of situation where it's like, you don't want to start opening the floodgate for a plethora of excuses, because then it'll get to the point where, on top of, you got to keep in mind, the people who, it's just like the dope game, the people who really peddle and really slanging, and the people who are in that world of like steroids and performance enhancing drugs, they find ways in general to circumvent testing, to try, you know what I mean? The whole goal is to not get caught. Ego, I would drop 100 likes if I could, homie. Well, I appreciate you, LJ. Regular, I noticed your name before. But yeah, people who are vested in that world, they're already finding ways to like not get caught, not to pass tests, even though you. So on top of that, if you get the sanctioning bodies who have belts and different shit, like for example, and I'm not throwing, I was just in the WBC offices last week in LA. But this is the thing with the WBC, they have a great program called the Clean Boxing Program. But also, the WBC has pushed through fights like the Francisco Vargas, Orlando Salido, and the Canelo Triple G, to my knowledge, is not canceled. So even though they have the Clean Boxing Program, it's been great because it caught like Alexander Povetkin when he had something in his system. It caught Luis Ortiz when he had something in his system. Then at the end of the day, Canelo has something in his system. Like, just explain this to me. And again, I like the WBC. I like the Clean Boxing Program they have. but just explain this to me. At the very least, when Luis Ortiz was supposed to fight Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder in November, when Luis Ortiz popped dirty and they had to figure it out, what happened to that Luis Ortiz fight? It got postponed. It got pushed back. Wilder had to face another opponent. But somehow Canelo, who's in the same situation, it's like he said, she said, my word versus what the test is showing. You know what I'm saying? That fight, I ain't heard one thing about it being canceled. So to me, it goes to show you that, like, if you have deep pockets of money and stuff like that, you could probably pull a few more strings. Because, like I said, at the very end, Luis Ortiz was still, his fight got fucked up for that timepiece. You know what I mean? Even though he later pled his case to the WBC, it was more of an investigation, and we got to figure out what happened and all that shit. But since this fight is bigger, Orlando Chavez, no shit, Captain Obvious. He said this fight is bigger than Wilder Ortiz. So basically, as long as you have a big fight, then it don't matter. Then why do motherfuckers talk about Floyd Mayweather had 850 milliliters of IV fluid? IV fluid, I've been in the hospital. I've had pneumonia. I've been in the hospital multiple times where I've had IVs, and I've had them disperse fluid into my system for rehydration purposes, right? So why do people bring that up? Because he was doing it for a big fight, right? So don't play with me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, oh, again, this is the problem with boxing. People make excuses for who they want to make excuses for. Point blank, period. You're mad at Floyd. IVs aren't performance enhancing drugs. like I said, I've been in the hospital before. I've had IVs when they give me fluids because I was dehydrated. Or that's what it was showing, because I wasn't getting enough liquids or whatever when I had pneumonia. But I wouldn't have failed a drug test. You feel what I'm saying? If you have PEDs in your system or something on that list, then you'll fail a drug test, as did Canelo. You know what I mean? So an IV is not performance enhancing drugs. So again, this is the problem. This is kind of what Abel Sanchez is talking about, which I agree. You're talking about, oh, Wilder Luis Ortiz was a smaller fight, Ego. I realize it was a smaller fight, but what does that have to do with fair is fair and failing a drug test versus testing positive or testing negative for a drug test? You know what I'm saying? So again, so now that's the rule. That's the rule that we as boxing are accepting. If your fight's big enough, then fuck it. We're gonna still let it ride. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying a celebrity can kill somebody because it's The Rock. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's a big celebrity, so he can murder people. You know what I'm saying? That's not, and again, I'm not saying Canelo's clean or dirty because I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what happens when you bend the rules. You can't let the fucking Rock kill people, but then if I kill somebody, let me body somebody and catch a body on my resume like Deontay Wilder once. Let me clap somebody and see what's gonna happen to me or any one of us in this live stream. That's the problem. Here lies the problem. You can't let Dwayne, but it's The Rock. He has some pretty big movies coming out this summer. So even though he committed homicide, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? You know what I'm saying? Just because he clapped somebody, that doesn't make it right because he's The Rock. That's the point. So again, I don't know. I've already told you. I don't know if Canelo is innocent or guilty. I'm gonna keep saying that unless something else comes out, future failed tests or something. I don't know. I'm just talking about, like what Abel's talking about, the potential problem. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but Wilder and Ortiz was a smaller fight. So basically, if it's Conor McGregor and Mayweather, they can both have shit in their system and the show must go on because it's a big fight, right? Then you're going against what you say you're about. That's my point. Don't tell me the obvious. Oh, it's Canelo Triple G is a bigger fight. We know that. Everybody knows it's a bigger fight. That don't have nothing to do with right is right. Wrong is wrong. Can't you use it to mask steroids? Yes, a lot of diuretics can be used as masking agents. So if you guys don't know what a masking, and I don't want to tell y'all all of the stuff I know because y'all think I'm fucking supplying shit. But masking agents, in layman's terms, what it is at the end of the day, if you're doing something hardcore, any type of hardcore drug, you would rather get caught for the lesser offense, the lesser drug, than the hardcore shit. Like if you're on, like let's say I'm a bodybuilder in a natural bodybuilding competition, right? And I test positive for HGH. That would be perceived as worse than some clenbuterol shit or something, because you could be like, oh, I ate the meat. I was in Mexico training. I ate the meat. You know what I'm saying? So bottom line is, no one wants to get caught for the major offense. You know what I mean? Like if I get pulled over for speeding and he gives me a speeding ticket, but I got kilos of coke in the trunk and I got guns and weapons, then I would much rather get the speeding ticket than him open up the trunk and search my car and find bricks, find kilos, find that puro, that dope. You know what I mean? Them guns. That's the same analogy, or that's a similar analogy to what a masking agent does. A masking agent, a lot of times people use diuretics because somehow it flushes your system from other stuff, because it probably makes you pee and shit like that. Like I said, I had pneumonia not long ago, right? And they gave me Lodazol. I don't even know what the shit was called, but the shit makes you pee within 30 minutes. And I had to pee like crazy. Like I didn't even feel like I have to pee, but it like empties out your bladder. A lot of diuretics flush things out of your system because it probably makes you shit or pee or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we gotta get the likes up. We have almost 150 people in here and we have 50 likes. I'm telling y'all, we gotta fix that. That should be the first thing y'all do when y'all get in this motherfucker. Just hit the like button. If you want to hear this boxing talk on the live stream, like I said, the only way to justify this is if you guys keep that engagement up. Period. Ego shares some of them subs. I don't even know how that's even possible, but for sure. Anyway, so that's an analogy for it. If you're a drug lord, you would much, and you're riding dirty with shit in the trunk, you would much rather get just a speeding ticket or, hey, your taillight's out, than the cop to open your fucking trunk and find out that you have a key back there. You know what I'm saying? You got that brick back there and a Uzi. That's what a masking agent, kind of the basic functionality of it, is to flush your system from the hardcore shit, so that might not be detected in the test, and hopefully nothing gets detected in the test, but if something does, the lesser offense is detected, like clenbuterol. Again, I'm not saying Canelo is cheating. I am simply saying, as an outsider looking in, this is a possibility. He might be guilty, he might be innocent. I don't know. And see, unlike some people, like on YouTube or in the comment section or writers, if I don't know and I don't have like conclusive evidence and I don't know, then a lot of times I'm not gonna pick a side. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I know when I don't know. You know what I mean? I can't tell you what he was doing, if it absolutely happened or not. So that's that. Did Triple G rap too? See, this is the problem. This is the problem. Now people, Abel says Canelo was having his hands wrapped illegally, and now fans are saying, hey, should Triple G do the double raps too? Like, why don't we just do a celebrity death match? Remember that old MTV shit with the claymation? Let's just do that. Let's just everybody kill each other. Yeah, I mean, if that's what y'all sounds like y'all want, you know what I mean? Just take whatever you want, any type of supplements, banned or not, double wraps, put sprinkles of broken glass on your wraps, on some kickboxer shit. Marlene, good fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take it to some kickboxer shit. Not Sue Cow. Not Sue Cow. Marlene, good fuck. Let's just turn this into Tong Po and kickboxer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme. Say it. Say it. Hey, what are you doing? Frankie, keep going. What are you doing? Keep going. Go for the gut. Chong-Li is sweet in the gut. Bad. Van Damme is hella funny. That movie was lit. He's like, what do you want me to do? I break my leg. Oh, like your brother? Remember? Oh, like this? He start kicking that tree down. Hey, Van Damme's a fucking beast. Yo, back to the shmoney. DHP Jr. dropped a dub on the channel. Thank you for the support. Super chat, $20. It says Margarito, Tito illegal hand wraps. He going in. Trinidad and Canelo should fight each other for cheat supremacy title. Hey, that's crazy. Yeah, man. But see, this is he made light of it in his super chat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just like. But at the end of the day, like, this what the sport could become if these issues aren't addressed. Like, you know what I mean? If the fight's just so big that it's. Remember when Wesley Snipes, man, this whole shit is bigger than Nino Brown. Like, so if the fight gets so big, then it don't matter if you're cheating or if you're playing on an even playing field. You feel me? If we accept different stuff like that. And the thing with this whole Canelo situation is it's kind of fucked up because I don't know. I mean, I'm not a forensic files. You know what I mean? I don't know how they can prove either side. I don't know how they can say 100%, oh, it's not meat contamination, but I don't know how they can say that you are clean. You didn't use this to flush your system, or you're not using it for the benefits of clenbuterol. You know what I mean? I seen the WBC press say something like, oh, the amounts are so low that it's consistent with meat contamination. But that doesn't mean, like, if you flush your system, maybe it's just a low amount left in your system. You know what I mean? So just because it's a low amount doesn't guarantee nothing. You know what I mean? Bottom line is he has something in his system he wasn't supposed to have. So how it's handled from that point remains a mystery. Kell Brook versus Jermell Charlo. Who you got? Jermell Charlo. Listen, we just went over Rabchenko, who he fought leading up to the Kell Brook fight. And the guy got, if you guys were on the Vampire stream, the guy got 2 losses in the middle of me doing it. He had like 18 losses and then it jumped to 20. So, I mean, who is Rabchenko in the grand scheme of things at 154? So that's the only real significant recent win at 54 for Kell Brook. So I can't go off of that and put him against in-prime champions at 54 off of that only, especially coming off 2 recent losses and eye injuries. So definitely pick Jermell Charlo. Bro, you look identical to my cousin from Puerto Rico, bro. No disrespect. Shout out to your cousin. That's a good point. Ronald Herod brought a good up point. And I agree. If Triple G tested positive for anything, this fight would be canceled. Listen, that would be an easy, convenient way out of the fight for Golden Boy, for Canelo. And I agree with that. I don't think the fight, I honestly don't. Because you have to look at it. What would the implications be? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, like, okay, let's look at Oscar Valdez's situation. Oscar Valdez winning, and this is why I'm telling you guys, these fighters need to fight smart. Oscar Valdez fought a guy who missed weight by about 3 pounds, like 2.8 pounds last weekend, right? So we'll round up to 3 because it's closer to 3 than 2.5. So Oscar Valdez fought a guy who came in 3 pounds overweight at the weigh-in. Then the next day he was so tapped and depleted that he refused to weigh in and just said no, like fuck it. We can just cancel the fight. I'm not weighing in. So we don't know what he ballooned up to. I mean, I understand he said he had a foot injury, but facts are facts. Missed weight, didn't weigh in the next day. Oscar Valdez still fought him. Now he has a broken jaw. Teeth got knocked out in a victory. You know what I'm saying? What if they were both made weight and everything was on the up and up? Would all that happen? We don't know. You know what I mean? So that's a risk that some guys probably wouldn't want to take, giving the opponent that type of like leverage. You know what I mean? So I really believe if Golovkin was the one that tested positive, he already has an advantage in height. Some people argue that he won the first fight. He already has a beautiful jab. So if he had anything in his system, being the B side at that, I really don't think the fight would commence. I think teams Canelo, they would probably, or Golden Boy, somebody would be like, oh no, we're not dealing with cheats. No matter, it could be the same exact, as if he said he went to Kazakhstan and had some fucking rabies in his meat or some shit. They're like, nah, I mean, we ain't fighting no rabid Golovkin. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that. So again, this is the problem with the situation like this, and this is what makes it a million times worse. I don't remember the last time this happened in a high-profile fight. You know what I mean? Like pay-per-view type shit. It happened with Danny Garcia, Eric Morales too, Orlando Salido, Francisco Vargas, that Luis Neri or whatever. It happens. Ray Beltran maybe, but his was after he already knocked the dude out. But anyway, I don't remember the last time it happened in a high-profile pay-per-view fight that people were anticipating, especially like a rematch before the fight outcome. You know what I mean? Not like after, like a post-fight test. So it's just all around a shitty look. You know what I mean? Because now, of course, people are still going to check out the fight, but I'm telling you, there will be, if Canelo wins, there will be people. Billy Joe Saunders, he did an interview he just recently said. He says, win, lose, or draw, I'm not giving Canelo no credit. That's what Billy Joe Saunders, a fellow middleweight champion, the only other champion. You know what I mean? He said, I'm not giving Canelo no credit for the first fight, and I'm not giving him no credit for the second fight because he's a cheat. He said he's been cheating most of his career. Shout out to my dude, Jason, Boxcaster out of Canada, I believe they're from. He did the interview with Billy Joe Saunders. It's on YouTube, right? But he said, I'm not giving him no credit. That's what he said. He said he's been cheating most of his career. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, people. And that's the thing. That's why you never want to see this with high-profile fights. The hate is real. I mean, he's in the division. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But the thing is, how is that hate when that's his opinion? Like, that's his opinion based on a failed test. You know what I'm saying? That's a failed test. So of course people are, put it this way. If people think I seen OJ, he did this confession or some shit that they're advertising. So if people think he murdered Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman, right? And then something else comes up in that same arena of a murder, physical altercation, you know what I mean? People already have these thoughts about you. So that's what happens when shit like this comes out. So I can't say he's hating. I mean, he has no proof. You can say that. Ego already rich, he didn't need it. What does that even mean? What does rich have to do with failing a drug test? I don't understand what being rich has to do with failing drug tests or passing drug tests. Yo, smash the like button. Almost 200 people in here. We got to get over 100 likes, like ASAP. But would BJ Sanders take a fight with Canelo? I don't know. You gotta ask Billy Joe Saunders that. But at the end of the day, if he took a fight that's what I'm saying. This whole situation is fucked, basically. Period. Because he probably would take a fight. But if Canelo's allowed to fight, then what are you gonna just say? Oh, I'm not gonna ever fight him again. You know what I mean? Nobody else is telling Canelo he can't fight or whoever. So yeah, he probably would take the fight. That's a good point. Fuck, hold on, there's too many comments. Lion Bar, great comment. He said the first fight ended in controversy and the build up to the second fight is marred in controversy. That's what I'm saying. That's why I hate to see this type of stuff in high profile fights, because now it's just gonna be an asterisk by it for some people. You know what I mean? Some people will probably give Canelo credit if he wins, but then you'll have a section of people who won't. They'll just be like, nope, because it's a built-in scapegoat. Like, I mean, it's just like Ward versus Kovalev in a sense. Not that anyone failed a drug test, but in the sense of because Tony Weeks stopped it in the eyes of some as premature, and because maybe some of the punches were on the belt line and weren't perfect body shots, and how the sequence unfolded, that little delay or whatever gave some weak ass fans ammunition to cry robbery and cry it was premature stoppage and Tony Weeks ruined it and Ward's the nutcracker. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wish Tony Weeks just backed off and then let Andre Ward knock this man to the canvas and knock him down. You know what I mean? Give the fans what they want. Stomp them out, whatever fans want, just so there would be no fucking excuses. You know what I mean? And because Tony Weeks jumped in because he's seen what he's seen, now people have this scapegoat. Oh, Kovalev, he wasn't really knocked out. It was a nut shot. Like, that's why I'm like, damn, man. I wish Tony Weeks, just so it would give the haters and detractors nothing to go off of. Same thing with Canelo. If this didn't happen with Canelo, right, then if he beat Triple G fair and square, right, best boxing channel, new media all day. Thank you. Shout out to you. But if none of this happened, this clenbuterol bullshit, then if he beat Canelo, then it would give haters and detractors nothing to grasp on to. Nothing. They would just be like, damn, I was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, let's say Canelo knocked out Golovkin. Now if he knocks him out, then I'm telling you, I know I've been doing this so long. I can see it coming a mile away. I promise you. If Canelo wins, especially if he wins sensationally, like a knockout, that's because he's been cheating his whole career. That's what it's gonna be. That's why I hate seeing this type of stuff. Imagine if Floyd knocked out Conor McGregor, but he had clenbuterol in his system, even on accident, even if it was tainted meat on his vacation. You think people are gonna give Floyd credit? They almost tried to take credit away, but see, new media's here, so we spot the bullshit. They try to say the Conor McGregor was a premature stoppage. Oh, but he didn't touch canvas though. So, you know what I mean? You have people with these strawman arguments and they're grasping at straws, even in fights like Ward Kovalev 2, Mayweather McGregor. So imagine something the magnitude of Canelo Triple G when you actually have something that we don't really know what happened, good or bad. We don't know. We don't really know if Canelo is using a diuretic on purpose or this was an accident. We don't really know that, either side. So you know they're gonna use that. Hey, one of the coldest things, the day this whole thing came out with Canelo, I posted about it, obviously, the story in the press statement from Golden Boy. And I had a vegan in my comment section. They're like, Canelo, they tagged him on my post. They're like, at Canelo, go vegan. I'm like, damn, you vegans are savage. The man ate tainted meat, he's saying, and you trying to convert him to veganism. Vegans be shady. They be trying to convert people at all costs. That man said, go vegan. Hell no. I was mad at Cotto for years for them low blows against Judah. Yeah, he was low blowing. Hey, go watch that. See, I know my boxing. Go watch that Cotto Zab Judah. He was clearly hitting him low. And listen, they were like, Zab Judah was like mic'd up and he was complaining to the ref because he was getting hurt. And he was like, man, he put, like, you know, if you get punched in the nuts, your voice probably goes a little bit higher. The funniest shit Zab Judah said was, man, he punched me in my dick. That shit hurt. That hurt. Like, he was, oh my God. Just go watch it. Just listen to Zab Judah, like, explaining to the ref. He was like, man, he punched me in my dick. That hurt. That shit hurt. Oh my God. You have to just listen to it. Come on, man, he punched my dick, that hurt. He said he punched my dick. Hey, oh my gosh, how do I find it? I don't even know. I feel suspect typing Zab Judah says his dick hurts. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to find this on YouTube. Zab Judah punched in the dick. He literally said dick. I feel suspect even typing this. Zab Judah gets his dick knocked off. I don't even want to type this. I don't even want this shit in my cookies. You know what I'm saying? Have a girl come over and look. Zab Judah punched in T dick. Oh no, I spelled it. His dick. I guess. I mean, I'm trying to find this shit. And that's how I remember it. So I guess that's what I'm gonna type in. When Judah got his dick knocked off. Hey, bruh, YouTube be wildin', man. Listen, I typed in Zab Judah. Look, I'm gonna show you. I typed, oh my gosh. What is YouTube doing right now? I put Zab punched in the dick and look at the search results. Just Zab punched in the dick. What the fuck? Look at this agonizing pain. Like, what are these search results? Hey, if you get punched in the dick like that, you're dead. Look, Vegeta and Goku get hit in the dick. Hey, bro, how did Dragon Ball Z really, like, how did this happen? And he's getting punched way too hard. I would cry. Hold on. I guess I couldn't put just Zab. Let me put Zab Judah. Hold on. People are like, oh, I fucking hate going to Boxing Ego's channel. He's always talking about the dick. Always talking about. Man, I can't even find. See, I look suspect because now I'm mad because now I look suspect for even typing this in and it's not coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to put a bunch of variations of Zab's dick. Zab punched in the dick. His dick hurts. Like, I'm not trying to look hella different ways. Miguel Cotto. I don't even know I brought this shit up. This is just already suspect. I'm really searching. Fuck. I wanted y'all to see it, but I can't find it. Oh, bro. I think look. What? Hey, one of the funny parts about being a YouTuber is these fucking thumbnails. Whoever did this is going to hell. Hey, bro, why did you use this for a thumbnail? Strong boy? Hey, you a strong boy. You need to change your name to Wild Boy. You a wild boy. Hey, this thumbnail is trife. This is a trifling ass thumbnail. It looked like he got shot in the dick the way he's on the ground, holding his. I told you Zab was high. He was like, he punched me in my dick. He punched me in my dick. That shit hurt. If y'all want me to play it, man, we got to get to like 150. If y'all want to see a big shot. We need like 150 likes. Let's get it. I don't work for free. I work for likes and engagement. And Cotto got power too. So that I know them punches hurt. Cotto's like a good body puncher. He punched me in my dick. That shit. Oh, shit. Damn, Zab looked like he got assassinated. Oh, my God. Hold on. Hey, 150 likes. Let's get it. It looked like Zab got assassinated. Watch. Look. Damn. He put me in my dick. That shit. Oh, my God. That shit had to hurt. Look at Lampley. Bang! Bang! Manuel Stewart, like, damn. Lampley. Bang! 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 Again! Bang! Damn. They did him dirty. He said, Zab, shake it off. Oh, shit. Damn. It looked like he giving birth. See? Look at Cotto. I am Miguel Cotto. I did not mean to punch Zab in the dick. Pretty Roach taught me offense and to punch Zab in the dick. Damn. I feel bad for Zab. Look, he got blood from his dick. What happened? Where'd that blood come from? heard this. Oh my God. He said that hurt. He hurt my dick. Hey, bro. I love my job. Shout out to Zab. I know that shit had to hurt because if a grown man just has to break it down, yeah, I'm gonna play it again. Hold on. We still ain't at 150 likes. If y'all wanna hear this, we need 150 likes. See, some of y'all don't know boxing history. Smash the like button. I ain't playing shit. He said he hit my dick. That shit hurt. Hell nah. It's funny that he said dick. He could have said like hit me in the nuts or something. He said he hit my dick. That hurt. How am I wild? I'm just talking about what actually happened. Hold on. All right, we had 150. Smash the like button, people. Listen, he said, I'm giving you 5 minutes, Zab. He hit me in the dick. That shit hurt. You want the rest? He said, that hurt. He hurt my dick. Hey, I'm really not, because that's fucked up, but we got to run that back. Hold on. Look, he hurt my dick. Hey, Zab is a real one. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Brownsville, all that good shit. Hold on. You want the rest? I know, shake it off. You got a 5-minute rest. You're a champ. Hey, you were a champ at one time. Damn, he giving him a pep talk. How you gonna shake your dick off? What are you talking about? Look at it. Yes, I punched you in the dick, Miguel Cotto. But what is it, Dracula? The interview with the vampire? What is that blood from his mouth like that? Miguel Cotto is a vampire. That man got blood, dry. Bram Stoker's Dracula? Motherfucker, what is that? I want to say 1, 2, dick shot. That man got blood trickling. He hit my dick. That shit hurt. Shout out to Zab, man. Anywho, now I feel a little bit less homosexual. Shout out to the homosexuals that watch. You know, we don't discriminate. Because, you know, a OG told me one time, he said the money still spend the same. Like, if I get a super chat from somebody who has a certain sexual preference, the money still spend the same. So shout out to everybody. But I just didn't want to search for all that. But y'all made me. He said he hit me in the dick. That shit hurt. That hurt, man. Like, damn, he was going through it. Hey, but that's fucked up because Cotto, I think that might have been at 140. I don't remember. But that was his good weights. Like, you know what I mean? Cotto was a monster that, what, a 35, 40-ish. So, you enjoyed, though, Ego? Okay. I'm telling y'all, y'all can't out-troll me, out-heckle me. He said, Zab, I'm giving you 5 minutes. He punched me in my dick. That shit hurt, man. That hurt. Damn. That had to be painful. Anyway, Lomachenko, Linares, and I'm about to get out of here. Got to get the old voice box arrest. Good fight. I told you guys I was wrong. I have no problem being wrong. I thought Top Rank, based on their patterns, would lean more towards making a Ray Beltran fight because it'd be easier. Beltran damn near had a fight for his residency. So, you know, he ain't turning down no Lomachenko paycheck. Lomachenko would get taken care of like he did versus Rigondeaux and Walters. He always got the better of the pot. So I thought Top Rank would go in that direction. New champion, and then make that fight. But the thing I didn't like about that fight is I don't have a problem with Beltran getting a Lomachenko fight, but not off of that performance. You know what I mean? I don't think the fight in which he got the belt, I don't think he looked sensational to the point where I'm as interested in him facing Lomachenko. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm picking Lomachenko to beat Linares too, but in terms of competitiveness and a bigger fight, I would definitely say Lomachenko facing off Linares, a more established champion, height difference, probably, stuff like that. I think that's a better fight and bigger fight. Yeah, man, you see the Niners cap. I was with him for the bad seasons. I can't wait till we get back to our good seasons. Yeah, we picked up Richard Sherman. I hated him when he was with the Seahawks, but shit, now he's on the team. Welcome. He's a good athlete. The only thing is, I think he's coming off an injury not too long ago, so I hope he's back healthy because I want the Sherman that was playing with the Seahawks like to bring that energy to it. Lomachenko, Linares, good fight. Again, I'm picking Lomachenko. But see, this is the thing. Linares he hasn't in recent memory, but I want to say he's not gonna no mas Sanchez and like give up. But I don't know because he kind of in the DeMarco fight, he kind of like unraveled. So it's possible. Like here's an example. Like Gervonta Tank Davis or Mikey Garcia. No matter what's happening, if they fought Lomachenko, I don't see them doing the no mas. I don't really see Linares like quitting on the stool out of frustration, but he does have that DeMarco that kind of sits in my, so it might be a possibility. It might be, and I know the DeMarco fight was some years ago, but y'all leave some suspect shit. John Doe says Tank still hiding in Leonard Ellerby's ass. Like, what would provoke a grown man to say that? Like, even if you said Tank's still hiding, that's cool, but why you gotta be hiding in Leonard Ellerby's ass? Like, some of y'all worse than animals. Pacquiao was right. You worse than animals. Like, who says that? Oh, yeah, Tank's hiding. He's hiding in Leonard Ellerby's ass. What would make you say that? Like, he's hiding in his ass. Like, what man hides in someone's ass? Like, I don't know. I can't call it with some of y'all. Lomachenko will make him quit from frustration. Listen, Lomachenko, I promise you, he's not going to make everyone quit. That's not even realistic. It's not realistic at all. It's not realistic. So y'all could keep believing that. You know what I mean? See, this is the type of shit that old media overhypes and stuff. Like, oh, he said no Sanchez. And they start titling it, Loma doesn't know. Okay, put him in there with Mikey Garcia. See if he doesn't know Sanchez. Even if he beats him, he's not going to know Sanchez everybody. Stop it. Y'all start believing like the hyped up, that like in my opinion, Golovkin Mexican style. That shit is a falsehood. That's a fallacy. That's a facade. Golovkin is out there trying to win the best way he knows how with what he has. He ain't no Mexican style. There is no Mexican style. But even their definition of Mexican style, he's not even doing that. Because if you wanted Mexican style and all that, hey, no, then Mexican style with Lemieux. And then, you know what I'm saying? Bring everything. We'll have the real Mexican style. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just stop. Y'all take these coined phrases and terms and like really start believing in them. If you wanted Mexican style, then Lemieux he'll oblige you with that Mexican style. But Triple G worked behind the jab, which is smart. Ego, why is there no punishment for Canelo? Not fair. I don't know. I'm just sick of even talking about this whole thing because I knew this was gonna happen, and now it's fucked up. I really don't see a great conclusion to this. Like I said, if Canelo wins, then people are gonna say, oh, it's because he cheated, just because that's something they have to hold on, even if he wasn't really cheating. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But this is, again, what Abel Sanchez is talking about, which is absolutely... See, this is the thing. Notice when Abel Sanchez says something... I'm about to get off after this because, like I said, I got to give the voice a rest. But when Abel Sanchez says the comment about black fighters, I disagree vehemently with that comment because there's so many ways to prove it. I mean, the week after he left the comment, Wilder and Luis Ortiz put on that action-packed fight that did 1 million+ views. So that alone, that one fight that happened right after, proves Abel Sanchez's comments wrong. But see, people, when I'm critiquing or analyzing or responding to what Abel said in that way, when it's a disagreement, they say, hey, I hate Abel Sanchez. But you notice 2 weeks later, still when the first comment about black fighters is still fresh, I'm telling you I agree with Abel when it comes to this particular situation. See, a lot of people won't do that. If they don't like Canelo last week, then they're not going to like him this week. If they didn't agree with Canelo last week, they're not going to agree with him this week. Vice versa for Golovkin or whoever it is they like and dislike. I'm one of the realest in the game. Y'all just got to deal with it. But I do, once again, agree with Abel Sanchez here with this particular comment. Again, you open the floodgate for people to have various reasons on why they failed the test, and that's not good in the grand scheme of things. Look at it. Alexander Povetkin failed a clean boxing program test with meldonium. Facts. His fight got scrambled up and canceled. Deontay Wilder went home, fought Chris Arreola, got injured, and the WBC says, hey, this was recently banned. We don't know when you ingested it. As a result, we'll let you fight again. Then he failed another drug test for Osterine in December versus Bermane Stiverne. Now he's already back in the WBC rankings. I think he had to pay a fine. Now he's back in the rankings. Luis Ortiz, him and his team didn't disclose that he had hypertension or high blood pressure, and he was taking these two medicines or medicine that had 2 ingredients that were banned. Fact. His fight with Deontay Wilder got postponed / canceled. Wilder went on to fight Stiverne too. And then now Luis Ortiz was back in the rankings and just got, remember when Wilder, I bless you again. You know what I'm saying? That's why Luis Ortiz still got the opportunity. Now Canelo, another big fight. To my knowledge, the fight's still going on. You have WBC president backing him. They have a program called the Clean Boxing Program. WBC president's like, oh, hey, we believe in Canelo. Even though Canelo was just beefing with y'all a year ago, 8 months ago. But now they say, oh, we believe in you because the relationship is mended. And they have a doctor on the case saying, oh, why would he cheat? All this shit. So, I mean, this is the problem. Because now, if you accept one excuse, you accept one reason for a failed test, then you have to at least consider other people's reasons. Like I said, how do you police it? How do you, like I said, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, if he murders someone and because he's a high-profile A-list celebrity, he gets away with murder, but then the average Joe like me, I go to jail for life for murder, you know what I mean? That's what happens when you make exceptions to the rules. But that's, I mean, truth be told, that's how life is. You ever had a job and a certain associate, they don't get disciplined for coming late, but if you were to come late, then your ass would get a write-up, your ass would get a warning. So, I mean, this is life. This is what happens, especially in boxing. Triple G, Jacobs deserves a rematch, definitely. Shout out to the shooter, Box Watch. He said, big up ego, shout out to you. I got Canelo in the rematch, but like I said, now I'm just frustrated because let's say Canelo's innocent. He might be innocent. Now it just looks bad to some, and it looks bad for obvious reasons. It's a failed test. And now if he wins, like I said, it just gives people a scapegoat. And once again, this is the problem that me and Abel is trying to tell y'all about. We all know damn well that if Floyd Mayweather failed a drug test versus Manny Pacquiao for any reason, he would have hell to pay. They would say, strip him. Like, you mean strip him of his belt? No, strip him. Take his clothes off and beat his ass. Like, you know what I mean? They would go crazy. If Andre Ward failed a drug test for the same fucking clenbuterol, say he was in Wakanda and had clenbuterol in his system or wherever, and he failed for the Kovalev fight, we know what the fuck would happen. Because y'all motherfuckers, I did a video. I was in Ward's gym. I did a video, and he took his shirt off after being in the division for 2 fights. He took his shirt off for his 3rd fight at light heavyweight, really his 3rd and a half, because Paul Smith was technically at a catch weight, right? So he had about 3.5 fights or so at the light heavyweight. Obviously, leading up to the Kovalev rematch, Andre Ward looked probably in the best shape and looked more filled out at light heavyweight. As soon as the motherfucker took his shirt off, pause, and I posted a video of Andre Ward, y'all motherfuckers was talking about, oh, he's on peds, I could tell. Look, he has a fucking pimple by his nipple, and y'all was critiquing Andre Ward's body and saying how he was on steroids, and he's half black and half white. I trust the white side, but the black side of him would do this. He's part Negroid, so yeah, he's on steroids. They do things like that. You know what I'm saying? All the racist motherfuckers were saying shit like that. So you know damn well, if they're trying to hold on, the racists are trying to hold on and cling to fucking Kovalev shouldn't have been knocked out because of a nut shot. Imagine if Andre Ward had clenbuterol in his system. Stop it. Stop playing with me, man. I run boxing. Stop playing. You know what would happen. If this happened to Floyd Mayweather, y'all mad at a fucking IV. Oh, yeah, ego. They always try to act like they caught me up in some conspiracy. That's why your channel sucks. People are gonna catch on to you and stop watching. Well, I'm waiting. When is that shit gonna happen? Because we verified, we get super chats, Ego's Army, we have engagement, we do that. So when is this alleged drop-off gonna happen? Because we still riding, baby. We still moving. We still doing what we got. I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. So, but this is what they would say. Oh, why aren't you talking about Floyd and the IV? Talk about Floyd and the IV. Like, what's worse? A fucking IV, which is not performance-enhancing drugs, or an actual thing that's banned as a performance-enhancing drugs? Stop playing with me, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what you would do. Floyd would be ostracized. They would try to take away all of his accomplishments, even before this failed drug test. Remember that fight with Castillo? This is proof Castillo won. This is proof Castillo won. Because Floyd's been a cheat, always been a cheat. Gonna keep cheating. He probably cheated on Miss Jackson. He cheated on all his tests. He cheated on that spelling bee. He's a fucking cheat. Even though he got cheated on the Olympics, I'm gonna blame him for it. This is how the racists think. So, again, if Andre Ward and Kovalev, if Ward failed out, Ward didn't make a press conference 2 days after he fought Alexander Brand, and motherfuckers flipped their top. Oh, Andre Ward's pulling out of the Kovalev fight. He don't even really want to fight Kovalev. If he want to fight, why he have Kovalev in main events on the podium by herself? Why? 2 days after his fight, he could have took a flight from Oakland. He could have took a fucking flight from Oakland and went and visited with main events and Kovalev. He ducked the press conference because he's a ducker, because it's duck, duck, goose, duck dynasty. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all said he ducked a press conference and he was pulling out of the fight. Who really has credibility? Who doesn't? Ward's a fucking ducker. We know blacks like to duck. I play hide and seek with some blacks, and they always was ducking or jumping or dunking. They was always into something. These fucking fidgety blacks. The black racists are so ignorant they don't even realize. The fucking part monkey. They always ducking something. They ducking the laws. When the police come, knocking at the door, they ducking. They want to duck. They ducking bullets. They ducking everything. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Romero Harris, $2 super chat. Complexion for the protection. Wrench gang me up. I will observe your name, but we're always looking for qualified shooters in the Ego Army. But you can't be any geek off the street. You got to be heavy with the steel, earn your keep, if you know what I mean. Regulator, mount up. It was a clear black, a clear white moon, Warren G and Ego, doom, doom, doom. A fucking war, he been ducking. He probably did like Muhammad Ali. If they try to draft him, he'll duck the war because your blacks are scared. The black channels don't get it. These racist motherfuckers be sounding so stupid in the comments. So stupid. The black channel, like, guess what? The black channels are successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, There's a lot of black channels that are really successful, at least on this like commentary shit. See, because listen, I'm not even, this ain't even no shots at nobody. I'm just being 100% trio. But it is a little black channel. Not everyone can do this. Not everyone can just float with it, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right? And tell commentary. Anybody, not anybody, because that in itself, like interviewing and having steady hands, take a camera. But if Keith Thurman pushes Errol Spence Jr., it don't matter who had that footage. If you got a clear shot of the footage of the action and upload it, you're gonna get views. Not everyone can do what I do. Not everyone can float and entertain and do an hour to 3 hour stream just talking boxing. You know what I'm saying? So stop talking, the black channels, they ain't stuff. Like, stop it. Because there's not a lot of other channels that I know that, you know what I mean, if you're going to ostracize black channels or whatever, there's not a lot of people who can do this. And I'm not saying only black channels do commentary, but like I said, just stop it. You know who's winning and you know who's losing. And it ain't new media. It's old media. Juan Trejo, $2 super chat. What's up, Ego? A big fan. Black people cool as fuck. Man, everybody's cool. Well, listen, now, I can't say everyone's cool, but you got people who are cool from all walks of life, all races and stuff like that. And then you have fuck-ups in every race. But that's what we need to keep it as. You know what I mean? Some people act like there's only black cheaters or only black fighters are fighting slick or only black fighters are not entertaining. Like, stop it. Don't do that. Because that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? So, I just keep it real, man. The black channel. That shit cracks me up. But back to the initial point before I started smashing on y'all with the rant. Speaking of smash the fucking like button. We should be at 200, people. You know the drill. If we've been on for an hour, we should be at 200. That's what it is. But anyway, to wrap it up, if Floyd had clenbuterol on his system, same setup. Say he visited Mexico. I was with the money team. I ain't gonna lie. I went to Guadalajara and I ate the meat. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd ate the meat, y'all motherfuckers would be mad and y'all would condemn his whole legacy. Buffalo. Same thing, Andre Ward. Imagine if he fought Kovalev and before the Kovalev rematch, it came out he had clenbuterol on this. See, and this is the thing. This is the problem, because if we accept it for one, then why not? Why is Antonio Tarver not getting any fights? He failed drug tests, and that's what Tarver said on my page. It's like, how do you police this? A fail is a fail. Like, put it this way. Let's say me and Canelo are in the same history class, right? Shout out to Romero Harris. Salute. Super chat, $2. Ego, much respect for keeping it 1,000. Y'all know me. Wakanda forever. Let's say me and Canelo are in the same school, same class, same history class. And we both turn an assignment. The teacher grades it accurately. I get an F and he gets an F, but he gets passing. They let him pass out of the class, but then they say, oh, you got to repeat this course. That's the problem. And the thing with exceptions is this, you know what I mean? I got an F, he got an F, that's a fact, right? But because his excuse or his reason you think is suitable, does that make my reason not suitable? And that's what happens when you start opening the floodgate. Like Luis Ortiz got back into the rankings and still got his Wilder fight, and Canelo's still getting his big money fight. And again, I'm not saying Canelo's guilty. I really fuck with Canelo. I like Canelo. I hope he's not guilty, to be honest. But I call it like it is, and we don't know now because of what happened. Smash the like button. I'm out. Let me know what you guys think. That's why it's unfortunate, especially in high-profile fights. And Abel Sanchez said it, and someone said it in the comments saying, I really don't think if Golovkin failed a drug test with all of his tools, especially offensive tools and shit, I really don't think the fight would be allowed to continue. Shout out to C Me $10 super chat. I told y'all them yellow and them orange super chats. Shmoney gang, those be the ones. Salute to all the fans, Ego Army, all the regulators. Mount up. I really think the fight Canelo Triple G would be canceled if Triple G failed a drug test. Same setup. Say he said he went to Kazakhstan and ate a fucking sandwich and it was in there. Something was in the sandwich ingredients or whatever. People would be like, nope, I don't believe it. You know what I mean? And he's already a deadly fighter with nothing in his system. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if you even speculate that it's just like Maidana with them fucking gloves. When Floyd felt like the gloves had been tampered with, he didn't trust nothing. Maidana's already dangerous no matter what gloves you put him in. So when he felt like it was like a setup, like they purposely moved the padding, these gloves ain't got no padding. Floyd was hot. Floyd, gloves ain't got no padding. Oh, hell no, you ain't wearing them. These gloves ain't got no padding. You know what I mean? Maidana's a big puncher regardless of gloves. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's all speculation. We don't know. The gloves ain't got no padding. Oh, Cotto, he hit me in the dick. That shit hurt, man. Hey, Zab was on one with that. He said he punched me in the dick. That shit hurt. Floyd paid Maidana $1.5 million to wear his gloves. And Maidana fat as a motherfucker too, enjoying that $1.5 million. Right? So, shout out to him. I love Chino, man. That man left boxing. See, like Tupac said in Juice, if you gotta go out, that's how you go out. That motherfucker took his destiny in his own hand. Some destiny. What you know about destiny, Big Chops? What you ever control? I control my life. That's bullshit. I got more control over your life than you do. What about Ryder Man? You can't even walk down the street. Shout out to L Dog. See, y'all don't know these movie trivias and shit that I be dropping. I be dropping the hotness. L Dog, New Zealand, $10 super chat. Shmoney gang. It says Andre Ward appreciation reminder. See, y'all trying to keep me on because y'all keep dropping these super chats back to back like a Drake song. Shout out to you. Shout out to New Zealand. I'm anxious. I will tell you this. I haven't watched The Gloves Are Off, but I'm anxious to see what your fellow New Zealander, Joseph Parker, is talking about versus Anthony Joshua. I think that's a sleeper fight. Some people think Joshua has it in the bag, but I don't know. I'm anxious to see it. They both sound confident. Big time. $10 super chat. Them yellow and them orange super chat. I'm trying to tell y'all. Says, can't let the homie leave without showing support. Big time. I see you. Shout out to the real regulators, Ego Army, people that hold it down, the mom and pop shops. You know, the real motherfuckers. Juice is a classic. Gotta get it right, buddy. He said, what the fuck is this mess still? Remember he had that snicker and he was and he had that Snicker bar or whatever and he started beatboxing. Big Dawn. Donna Brimwell, Big Dawn. It was a payday. Shout out to the real fans. Damn, y'all remember what Candy Bar was, see? That, man, this is why Ego Army the realest, because we be knowing these little things. We gonna have a vampire stream? I don't know, man. Because my fucking voice is like chopped and I keep yelling, doing these. He punched me in the dick, this shit hurt, man. And all of this keeps putting additional strain on my voice. I might have to just rest up and not do no streams. Y'all be keeping me hooked, see? Y'all keep dropping these super chats so I can never get off this motherfucker. D-Bevel the Champ, another one. DJ Keller voice, $10 super chat. Are we battling on the super chats? See, stop dropping these super chats. I'm trying to get off. Juan Trejo, $2 super chat. Shout out to Abel for being the biggest fool. Why did you trick me though? I really thought you were gonna say shout out to Abel for keeping it real. You gonna leave a super chat talking about shout out to Abel for being the biggest fool? That was kind of funny. You set me up with that. I thought you were gonna say some good shit. Lomachenko, Linares, good fight. Canelo. Man, I'm just disappointed, people. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I don't like the drama. And I don't know. I just don't like the fact that now people have an excuse no matter what happens, unless Triple G wins, because so far he hasn't failed anything. So, but if it goes to the other side, yo, we gotta smash the like button. How do we keep stopping at these points? I know there's some people that are in this stream that haven't hit the like button. We should be at 200. Y'all know the game. Y'all know the routine. You know, if you follow my channel, I've been holding it down, trying to entertain y'all. Show love to the People's Champ. Show love to the Eagles Army, man. Do you think Floyd will fight in the UFC? I don't know. At first, I was like, nah, fuck no. He wouldn't risk it. You know what I mean? But maybe he would. Maybe he feels he has a game plan. So it's up in the air. Shout out to Luis. He says Ego Mafia. And you know that. Ego, I told you, Ego Mob, Ego Mafia, money on top of boxing. Let's get it. We the cops are the biggest gang in the world, and we the second biggest, the real boxing fans. Shout out to y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Lomachenko Linares was a pleasant surprise. I thought they would go Lomachenko versus Beltran. Come to Death Row, believe in that. Death Row East, Death Row West, believe in that. I thought they would really go the direction of Ray Beltran, and I'm glad that they didn't. Coming off of that performance, let him grow as a champion, maybe get a title shot. Because if you do it this way, if you fight Linares and Lomachenko beats him, which I think he'll beat him, give Ray Beltran an in-between fight like Beltran Javier Fortuna, Beltran Robert Easter, Beltran versus whoever, another top guy, right? Top 10 or whatever. Then, if he retains his title, then you can make Lomachenko versus Beltran and a unification, and it would mean more. So right now, beating Linares means more. But I really want to see that Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia. That's what I really want to see. Shout out to my New Zealand family, New Zealander, L-Dog. He just dropped another $5 on the channel. And he says, what if Mayweather Aldo's McGregor, would he have to fight Anthony Joshua to beat pound for pound TBE? Listen, people are always going to make excuses. And the favoritism in boxing always shows over time. Like I said, if I firmly believe this, and if y'all disagree, then that's on y'all. But if Mayweather failed and had clenbuterol, had the same exact excuse, which is possible, you don't have to be a Mexican fighter from Mexico to have been in Mexico and ate somewhere that had tainted meat. But if Floyd Mayweather went to Mexico and he claimed this tainted meat, people wouldn't give him that. They wouldn't give him no pass. Ego, I love you, man. Shout out to the fans. RTD Online checking in from the UK. Shout out to my dude. He says, what up, Ego? What's good? I'm just actually getting off of here. I've been streaming, going hard. My voice is hoarse. We just talked about Lomachenko, Linares, the Canelo drug test, and does that overshadow the fight? You know what I mean? A lot of different opinions. Why you think Canelo will win? Because I think Canelo is fresher in terms of like age, and I think he's more skilled. I think he has more overall skills. Because see, some people don't look at defense as a skill. Some people are just like on some like hype where it's rock'em sock'em robots and pure entertainment. It's no strategy. It's just swing for the fences. Canelo has better all-around skill because you have to incorporate defense. Triple doesn't have a great defense. Is it Ruslan Provodnikov? Probably not. I think he does some subtle like shifting to the sides and a little bit of like backing up or something, like, you know what I mean? But he doesn't really have no defense like Canelo or superior people like Floyd or Pernell Whitaker or I don't know, guys like that. See, honestly, okay, here's another thing. Just my opinion, people. I promise, well, I can't promise you because there's no way to prove it, but I strongly believe that if Triple G didn't have no power, his face would be looking horrible at the end of his fights because he doesn't have defense. I'll explain. And I had this argument with some casual. Someone was trying to tell me that Triple G had a great defense because his plus and minus was high. But the reason guys like Floyd Mayweather, Rigondeaux, and Lomachenko might have like a high plus or minus, meaning like they get off their shots and people aren't throwing back is totally different than a guy like Triple G, right? Gregory Wyatt, $2 super chat. Defense is essential, begins with an active jab. Basic fundamentals, and that's absolutely correct. But someone tried to tell me this stat because they watch HBO, and HBO's like, oh, Golovkin's plus minus is blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to explain it to you. The reason his plus minus, meaning people aren't throwing back at him, but he's getting off his shots, right, is because he has power. And people, you don't want to, like Willie Monroe is at a power deficit versus Golovkin. So you want to pick your spots. You don't want to get blasted with a huge shot. That's different than guys like Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is constantly fighting motherfuckers that are probably stronger than him and or outweigh him 10 to 23 pounds or so. You know what I mean? They're bigger than him. So his is, the reason Floyd has the plus minus is purely based on skill, timing, reflexes, counter punching ability, setting things up with a jab, and then getting out of there and then following up with, you know what I mean, a combination or something. But for Triple G, part of why he's not getting hit as much is because he's a good fighter, mostly offensive attributes, and he's strong. So people aren't necessarily going to engage that, you know what I mean? Especially back a couple fights ago before Kell Brook, because Golovkin wasn't showing that many, he wasn't looking as human as he looked in his last 3 fights. So that's different. I saw ESPN did 1.1 viewers and Showtime did 689, which kind of shocked me. Not sure what everyone else thinks. It's not shocking at all. Look at this. Look at it like this. Oscar Valdez versus Quigg on ESPN, which is part of a lot of people's basic cable. It's more so a free channel. Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz did those same numbers on a premium network. Mikey Garcia was on a premium network. You have to typically pay more for HBO or Showtime. For example, I travel all the time covering these fights and stuff, right? When I'm in hotels, it's like an added perk if the room has HBO, and a lot of them don't even have Showtime, to be perfectly honest. Sometimes I've been in hotels and they have HBO in the hotel room, like you can just click on, but more often than not, it just has basic stuff. You can get ESPN if you go to next time you go to a hotel room, flip through the channels and tell me how many of those hotel rooms have as is with no added purchasing, no like I'm paying extra to watch Black Panther or the Avengers on their basic, we won't charge the room. Tell me how many of them have ESPN and how many of them have Showtime or HBO. So it's not that surprising. Showtime is, you have to pay extra for that channel. So it's easier for ESPN. That's why it's a good platform that boxing is back on ESPN, because you don't have to have some premium network like HBO or Showtime to get viewers, which is good for fights like Scott Quigg and Valdez. But if Scott Quigg and Valdez was on HBO, then you don't know what those numbers would be. So it's not surprising that Mikey Garcia on premium TV did lesser numbers. There's more ESPN viewers, subscribers, than there are people who subscribe to Showtime. All right, I'm out of here, people. Thank you. I don't think I missed any super chats or anything. So we good. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna rest my voice, maybe go make some tea, chill out, finish some edits. I wanted to just really stream to talk about these issues, and it's raining out here in California. The weather's been so bipolar, so it's like, I don't know, makes me not want to really go out. So I'll probably be just chilling in the house today. I got some laundry to do, maybe do that. Peace out, everybody. Y'all up for these vampire streams, fucking up my sleep. But it's fun, man. Boxing's in a good place. Go live later. I gotta just rest this voice up. New media or no media, shout out to the shooters. They've been holding it down. Well, you know what? We didn't really have much like hot seats and stuff, which is cool. We don't have to have them every time, but. Oh, if we get to 250 likes like pretty soon, I'll talk about this last Wilder Joshua thing before I get off. because I wanted to. If not, I'm gonna just make a separate video about it, and that's it. But if we can get to, if y'all make that last little push to get to 250, I'll stay and talk about it here. If not, just peep the video, non-live stream video of it, talking about it later. But if we can do that, and we do it pretty quick, because I'm really about to get off. If y'all make that final push, show me that you guys are engaged, that you listening, you all ears, then the people's champ will stay. We close. Somebody put it on the timer. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. If we can get 250 likes or better in 20 seconds, then I'll talk about this last little Wilder Joshua news. Put it on the timer. Smash the like button if you want. If not, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. We close. Oh, man. New media, man. I'm glad y'all like it. See, another thing, I got to get my hats popping so we can get those off and shit like that. D Bevel, shout out to Vegas, man. See, that's the other thing. I got to really work on that because people keep asking me about it. King Corleone, a.k.a. Shooter McGavin. Shout out to Happy Gilmore, Shooter McGavin. In the building. Hey, we need, I like that. Shout out to King Corleone. He just gave me an idea. Because the shooters are the same people. Like I haven't just been giving a whole bunch of people wrenches, right? We need to come up with aliases maybe. So we know who, I mean, that's kind of fun. I like that. Like, oh, Shooter McGavin got him out of there. I don't know. Maybe we should come up with nicknames. You know what I mean? Like the G.I. Joes, they have nicknames. They're not just calling themselves like, hey, I'm Johnny. They're calling like Snake Eyes and shit. I don't know. It's just an idea. Oh, we got 250? All right. Last thing before I get this. He laughing. Sky Sports, shout out to them. AJ mocks Windmill Wilder. That's what the article says. AJ mocks Deontay Wilder's hashtag windmill style, but respects Joseph Parker. Right? Let me try to get the quote. When Parker throws his shots with the left and the right, if the left don't hit you, the right catches you as you are moving and knocks the majority of his opponents out. But he didn't knock out Huey Fury and Raz Kovajan. I can't sit here and talk as if I'm the hardest puncher, I'm the best athlete, and go fight Joe Blogs that no one's heard of. 50 losses on this record. He said Parker took the challenge undefeated, and so do I. The respect is 50-50. Where's the Wilder part? Hold on. Man, I'm trying to find his Wilder quote. Hold on. All right. Anthony Joshua has mocked Deontay Wilder by saying he throws punches like windmills and believes Joseph Parker will be a more clinical opponent. But listen, I'm gonna break that, like my opponent or my opinion on this real quick. Listen, Joshua Wilder's a good fight. Both guys have a chance to win. But that is like, that's the same, that sentiment from Joshua seems like the same thing that I see casuals say. Like, and obviously Joshua's not casual. He's a pro fighter and, you know, he's been in the game and I'm sure he respects the game. But what people don't understand is when I see casual fans, they've been saying the same thing. That's what makes Wilder more dangerous. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand the fact that Joseph Parker is predictable. And I say predictable in the most humble, respectful way, but predictable because he's throwing what they would teach more so. You know what I'm saying? Like 1, 2, 1, 2. Like he's throwing more sequences that you might be able to anticipate, right? But when somebody is unorthodox, athletic, awkward, with the type of power that Deontay Wilder has, to me, that's the tougher fight. Look at Floyd Mayweather versus Emmanuel Augustus, Emmanuel Burton. He's doing whatever in there. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel Augustus was doing that drunken monkey and dancing and shit. Like, that's what made him difficult. But if you're Robert Guerrero, who's like, you know what I mean, in front of you, trying to hunt you down and this, even though he was a southpaw, he didn't really give Floyd any issue. Robert Guerrero didn't give him any issue, especially a guy who's like kind of basic but orthodox. I mean, Floyd was playing around with Berto, playing around. Berto got snappy power. He has power. He's in shape, fast twitch muscles, but it's an orthodox stance, and Floyd's used to that. But that Emmanuel Augustus fight with Floyd, I think Floyd had a nosebleed in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's because Emmanuel Augustus is hard to read. So while Joshua and a lot of casual fans that I've seen keep talking about like Joseph Parker is the harder fight, Eddie Hearn says Joseph Parker is a tougher fight. I totally disagree with that, because they're saying it based on the point of Joseph Parker is tougher because he's more technical and he's more clinical. But I disagree for that same reason. So I'm actually saying the exact opposite of what some of the casuals and even what Eddie Hearn and Joshua are saying. Do you get what I'm saying? Hey, bye-bye, Wolfie. I think the fact, because Joshua himself is technical. And he's more experienced than Joseph Parker. I mean, Joseph Parker don't got no one near as good as Klitschko on his record. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Me personally, I don't agree with Joseph. I'm not saying Joseph Parker's an easy fight. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying all this windmill stuff and things like that. Yeah, I mean, you could shoot something. It's hard to explain, people. You can shoot a shorter shot and it'll take less time to get there. But if Wilder detonates that right hand, then I don't see many heavyweights taking that. I really don't. And he's an inch taller, so I don't see Joseph Parker's being a tougher fight. I really don't. Not saying it's not a tough fight, but tougher with the ER at the end. I don't see that. If y'all are in here still, smash the like button. Smoke screens and distractions. Wilder has a good chin also. That's what, and now going through what he went through with Luis Ortiz, he has a far better resume than Joseph Parker. Like I said, name someone Joseph Parker has fought that you would say is as talented as Luis Ortiz, as dangerous as Luis Ortiz. So yeah, I totally agree with AJ, Eddie Hearn, and the fans who keep saying that Joseph Parker being more technical and more clinical is gonna be, because you gotta, you know how it's crazy because styles make fights. Everyone says that same thing. Everyone says styles make fights, right? So Joshua and Parker is two guys, sounds like, based on what AJ's assessment of Parker is and my assessment on AJ, that's two technical guys fighting. So it's going to be the matter of who has the better speed, who has more heart, who lands first, you know what I mean, those types of things. Who has the height and size event, those types of things that are going to create the separation for either guy. But when you have a stylistic matchup like Joshua Wilder, you don't know what Wilder's going to do. You don't know how he's going to choose to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be the rushed Wilder that fought Audley Harrison? Is he going to be the more composed Wilder that fought Bermane Stiverne in the first fight, or Luis Ortiz? So that unpredictability, athleticism, power, and awkwardness, to me, makes Wilder far more dangerous than Joseph Parker. Again, I'm not saying Joseph Parker's a bum or not dangerous, but I can't agree that windmill Wilder and all that, I think that's what's making him dangerous. If Wilder wasn't as wild, like when he gets you hurt, then maybe he would let guys off the hook. But he's not, because he's showing enough composure to not get knocked out early on, and then as soon as he gets you hurt, he's jumping on that ass. Pause. So that's I had to talk about that real quick. Shout out to Sheed Smith, $5 Shmoney Gang. They talk so much trash about Wilder, but a boxing troll, Charlie Z, got more heart than AJ. Hey, y'all tripping. Y'all talk about Charlie Zealand off. Shmoney Gang. Pray to the Shmoney gods. Thank you for holding it down. But that's just like Eddie Hearn, AJ, everybody has their opinion. I'm just telling you mine. And my opinion is Joseph Parker is definitely a challenge, but it's two technical guys. With Wilder, you got to worry about a totally different bag of tricks. A guy who's an inch taller, a guy who's probably more athletic than you. You know what I mean? Lean, can get in and out, has more power than Joseph Parker. I think Wilder is the strongest guy, most dangerous guy. Like, look at, like, put it this way. Look at who would be more dangerous for Wilder to fight, Luis Ortiz or Kubrat Pulev? Kubrat Pulev he's pretty good with fundamentals and stuff like that. But of course, Luis Ortiz, because styles make fights. The way Wilder fights, being like loopier punches and that take longer to get to the target, blah, blah, blah. Those things that Luis Ortiz does, being a southpaw, being someone who could fight different ways, aggressive. He showed you aggression even when he was hurt. He can get on his toes and try to loosen up and try to, like, okay, yeah, and he can jab. I mean, he's a Cuban experienced amateur. You get what I'm saying? So to me, Luis Ortiz would be a much harder fight versus Deontay Wilder than a guy like Kubrat Pulev. But even if someone said, oh, but Kubrat Pulev is technically better. Yeah, but he's not as problematic because Luis Ortiz can do a variety of things. Like, Kubrat Pulev's not going to get on his toes like some Muhammad Ali shit. You know what I'm saying? And just start getting on his Apollo Creed and floating with it. So, them awkward guys are the one, like, even like a, like, what's a more difficult fight? Fighting Terrence Crawford at 140 or Victor Postal. Now, they both can box, and Victor Postal is actually a little bit taller. But I think if Regis Prograis fought Victor Postal versus fighting Terrence Crawford would be a harder fight for Regis Prograis because he's doing multiple things. He could do different things. He could switch up his game plan at a whim. He's ambidextrous. Victor Postal's not that he's a bad boxer. He's a really good boxer. Fundamental. So that's kind of like a comparison. That's like they're saying Joseph Parker's more dangerous because he's more technical. Okay, well, Victor Postal, let's say he's more technical. But Crawford just does more. You know what I mean? Ambidextrous, brawl when he wants. He could be efficient, fight off the back foot when he wants. So, unpredictability. It's same thing like Maidana. If Maidana wasn't throwing these chopping punches and stuff like that, Broner's more technical than Maidana. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Broner has more probably fundamental skill than Maidana. But Maidana's unpredictability, toughness, power, and the awkward, like, Argentina punches that a lot of those guys throw, like, weird punches. They don't come from, like, angles that you see from American fighters and stuff. They're like chopping, like almost like a hammering type of punch. That's what made Maidana a fucking problem. You seen Amir Khan get clipped by Maidana. That's what makes him a problem. Anyway, I'm out. Like I said, I told you I wasn't gonna get too long-winded on this one. Yeah, that overhand right was a problem for Maidana, or for his opponents, because you don't see it coming. That's what I'm saying. That's how Wilder is more over to me than Joseph Parker. Some shit Wilder does, you might not see it coming. Like that punch that Spilka got caught with. You know what I mean? And then I think he says Parker had like crazy power or something. Joshua did, but Parker hasn't really knocked out. He didn't knock out Carlos. Did he knock out Carlos Takam? He didn't knock out Huey Fury, Raz Kovajan, Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? I think if Wilder fought those same guys, he probably would have knocked some of them out, if not all of them. Just my thoughts, people. Eagle Army salute. Thank you guys for tuning in. Smash the like button one last time. We working. Peace out.